Hi there. I just want to let you know a bit about my ideal client. My ideal client is someone who is driven to succeed, whether it's in your finance, in your career, in your relationships, in your health, in weight management. But my ideal client is someone who wants to live a great life. And there are two parts to living a great life. One is the conscious part, and the other part is the subconscious part. The conscious part is a lot of people don't actually know what it takes to live a great life. I want to give you a visual for what it looks to be successful. So, to be successful, I use the yin and the yang all the time. So, the yin, which is the female principle of listening, and the yang, which is the male principle of acting. So to be successful, you need to listen to your heart. And your heart wants you to know two things. The first thing your heart wants you to know is that you're worthy of love. The second thing your heart wants you to know is admit your dreams and aspirations. And a lot of people will have a hard time with this because what if I admit what it is I really want and I can't get it? Might as well not ask for it. I know because I've dealt with thousands of people in my career, and I can tell you that's a very, very common mechanism that prevents people from being happy. The other one is all the stories that people tell themselves as they're growing up when you don't get the results from the world around you that makes you feel like something must be wrong with me for not getting the response I want, which is not true. Whether the world is responding to you or not responding to you, you're still worthy of love. So that's the first one, is listening to the heart. The second one is to get into action. And people get paralyzed. Things don't happen the right way. And why is it that it happens that way? Is because of your subconscious mind. The subconscious mind, relatively speaking, is the size of a football field. And your conscious mind, the football. And the football probably would be like this big, actually, in the football field. So can you see that when your subconscious mind does not want you to have something you consciously want, it won't let you have it. And why is it that your subconscious mind would not let you have something? Because it's there to keep you alive. It's there for your survival. And when your subconscious mind has associated more pain than pleasure, or more danger than safety to something you want consciously, it will sabotage you. It will prevent you from getting what you would love. Like you go onto a date and you think, oh my goodness, I found love, it's the best thing again. And you always end up 2-3 months later in the same dynamic. Why? Because, for example, you're 17 years old, you had a crush on someone. That's why they call it a crush. And after a while, they dump you, and now you're devastated, you're crushed, and now subconsciously you told yourself, this hurts too much. I will never let this happen again. So now you go on a string of relationships that never satisfy you. Why? Because you shut down your heart. Same thing with career or with finances. Whatever story you have created, if subconsciously it's more scary subconsciously than having it, won't happen. Three clues. There are three clues that you have a subconscious belief working against you. The first one is procrastination. You know what needs to be done, but you're not doing it. And it's not because you lack willpower. It's not because you're lazy. It's because when this is engaged, when your subconscious mind believes that you're going to be in danger if you engage there, it's going to prevent you from doing what you want to do. Like, for example, if you know that you picked up the phone, you could get this big contract, but all of a sudden you need to go and wash the dishes or vacuum because at some point in your past you failed at something and now you don't want to feel this again, this will be holding you back. So that's the good news. Is I would say 95% of people are not lazy. or lack willpower. They just have had experience that make them prevent them from going forward with their actions. Because to be successful, if you know what you want but you're not taking actions, you're not going to get anywhere. So the second one is, it feels like drudgery. What does that mean? You know what needs to be done, you're doing it, but you have to use so much more power that it's exhausting. Like, even if it's exercising, going to the gym, or eating the right diet, or just doing anything that you would normally be in a flow for something else, when it comes to doing this, you have to force so much harder. The third thing that's going to happen is you get the opposite result. So you work really, really hard. You're driven, you're ambitious, and for some reason you notice that in one area of your life, no matter what you do, it never pans out. And you think, oh my goodness, I guess I'm not born under a lucky star. So you don't have to be born under a lucky star. You just have to find out, why is it that subconsciously, my subconscious mind, or I'm going to be in great deal of pain. Again, it could be about getting a promotion at work. You do everything right, but it's always your colleague that gets the promotion. Why? Because maybe as a kid, you know, your little brother, your little sister got upset when you got praised or when you got promoted. So now you go to work and you're afraid of you're going to hurt other people at the office by getting the promotion. I've seen this as such a common one. Finances. One of my clients, she was a financial advisor, and she was really good at helping other people, but for herself, she could never put money in the bank. So doing the work that I do, the mind-body work that I do with her, we found out that when she was a little kid, her uncle would get her to do errands she didn't want to do, and he would pay her. And she had promised herself that she would never be in a situation in which she would be doing things because of money. So I worked with her, and after 1 month, the first time in a very long time, she put a $15,000 check into her bank account. It's the same thing with weight. You try to, you know, be at your ideal weight, and it always comes on because when you were at your ideal weight before, you met someone and your heart got hurt, so now you never want to be in that position again. So whatever your subconscious mind believes, it's going to win because it's gigantic. So if you're driven, if you'd love to get results, if you're tired and frustrated, because that's what happens. Driven people who work hard and really, really hard and deserve to get the results, they get frustrated. If you want someone like me to help you, to guide you, to help you come from your heart consciously and to help you get rid of the subconscious belief, we'll have fun for 6 months, moving you forward, helping you achieve your dreams and your aspirations.